welcome back to Animation Technically. And today we're looking at Charizard from Pokemon. It really shouldn't need much introduction. I'm sure most of you are fairly familiar with who this character is. I have also done a breakdown of this video as well, so if you want to see a bit more of the rigging process, learn a bit more, and just see how I rigged this guy up in the process of using AdvancedSkeleton5, then feel free to check that out as well. For the purposes of showing this off, I've left the channel box open this time, as I didn't last time, so we can show off what is essentially a bipedal lizard rig. There's not much different from your average human, and in that fact not that much different from the leaping lizard I posted earlier in the week as well. So we have dual IK FK on the body, on the feet, on the arms and on the tail, but not the head this time because I found myself not needing it. And actually on the wings as well, but the main purpose of the wings is actually to try a different system which AdvancedSkeleton5 has, and I'll get more into that later. So obviously with most rigs I like to be testing something new when it's my own personal fun, so I tried something new here. But most of it, unlike the leaping lizard, obviously the dual IK FK comes in handy here, because when you're planted on the floor you're going to want that foot movement to be planted. However, when you're in the air you're going to want to be more conscious of flying around. You want that FK, you want to be able to just rotate those feet and those parts as normal, and obviously have movement followed by the spline, which is how I did the animation at the start of the video. You can see that when he's in the air that's FK based, and then when it hits the ground it transitions to the IK feet. It's the same with the hands as well. You can flawlessly blend and animate between them quite easily, so if you move you can actually animate, keyframe your FK IK slider, and it works pretty nicely. But that's of course just the head. As I said before, the body is there, but it's a bipedal rig. There's not that much difference to your average character really. I've omitted blend shapes in the face rig in this because it wasn't in the scope of what I was wanting to do. But I do have the jaw as well that I've got some movement over. Same with the tongue as well. If you look closely in animation, it's there. The IK on the tail is there. It's a Spline IK, but it's not necessary. I didn't use it for the animation because it's, as I said before, my preference is to use the FK. I like having that little follow through motion that I can manually do by doing that way, and then sculpting the curvature of the tail to the movement I want. Again, animator's preference, right? Prepare for everything and you never know. The wings are the interesting thing of this. Obviously you can see the spline that stretches out with them. Every joint or bone, and if we show the bones, there they are. You can see they are all pointing at CVs along the curve, and the points are skinned to the curve. So by moving these points, you're adjusting the curve and therefore how the wings move. It's a really elegant system actually. It makes doing follow through animation really easy, and of course you can jump in and you can individually tweak bones when you need to. It's not a big thing, but it gives a lot of control. I'd normally FK wings, but I just wanted to try something a little more complex. It's probably too complex for the detail that's in Charizard's rings. Also, they're not wings as such, as they are kind of bat wings in design, so more dragonic. So this approach might not be what your animator wants, but it's a nice thing to try. Again, Advanced Skeleton always assumes your root bone is going to be at the pelvis, which mine isn't. So this is always put in the wrong place, but it's really easy to just move your pivot back to where you want, and then you can get the kind of motion you want to do. But that's it for Charizard. There's not that much to him really. His animation is quite simple just to test it out, but you can see here nothing major. The neck, again, FK. Sometimes you might want more than that, sometimes not. Personal preference, I could switch it to dual FK IK at any point, but that's the breakdown for him. Simple, hopefully effective, and I didn't have much trouble. It took me about an hour and a half, I think, to do the test animation. So yeah, Charizard, and thanks for watching.